Hey everybody, this is Maria Weaver with The Simplified Bookkeeper, and I'm so glad that you have joined us today. So in this video, we're going to start a new series talking about bookkeeping basics without using an accounting software. So this series is going to be especially for you if you are thinking of starting a new business, or if you have just a baby business right now and you've been maybe selling some things on Etsy or selling some things here and there on Facebook Marketplace, and you know that you need to be tracking, but you're not exactly sure what you need to do. So this video is going to be walking you through what really matters, just the basics of your bookkeeping for your business, and some really simple ways to do this for starting out. So let's get started. Hey guys, let's go ahead and dive in. So before we get into some things I'm going to share with you on my screen, I'm going to give you some kind of how-to ideas. I first want to talk a few minutes about what are the benefits of you using a paper-based or spreadsheet-based bookkeeping or record-keeping system. So the first benefit is that it's just simple. It is a simple method that you can use anywhere, especially if you have a paper-based bookkeeping or record-keeping system. You can have your paper with you wherever you are, and you can simply record as you go along, which is very, very helpful. The second reason that I recommend a paper-based or spreadsheet-based bookkeeping system is because it helps you to know better your financial performance. And you might be thinking, how in the world is it easier for me to know about how my business is doing by having a spreadsheet versus an accounting software? Wouldn't the accounting software tell me that faster? Well, yes and no, but I recommend this system for a brand new business, for a side hustle business, or for a business that has been in business for a while. It's just pretty small. And small means that you don't have a lot of transactions going through every month, let's say. So let's say that you have 25 transactions or 30 transactions per month. You know, you go to Michael's and you buy supplies. You ship products out and you have to pay the postal service. You have, a handful of customers that you are fulfilling orders for on a monthly basis. There's not like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of transactions happening. Then it's very simple for you to keep track of this very easily. And it also keeps you in front of your numbers more than with an accounting software. And let me explain that a little bit more. Because I've done this for a while, I've seen a lot of different businesses out there, and I've seen some of the pitfalls, especially of a brand new business, is that they run out and they pick out an accounting software, and then they never can quite seem to really know where their business is standing, because they feel that learning the accounting software is something that they just have to do, and it's never something that they really get around to doing because there's so many other activities to do in the business that it just sort of sits there and it doesn't get done. And so what happens is this accounting software really becomes a barrier to knowing how your business is doing. And so if you just take the accounting software out of the equation in the beginning, then you have a piece of paper that you're writing things down on, or you have this Excel spreadsheet that you're able to look at. And so those are the two big reasons and big benefits why I think a paper-based system or Excel is really going to be great for you as a small business. And in a few minutes, I'm going to share with you how even myself, using accounting software now at this level in my business, I still use a paper system to sort of enhance the accounting software, but we'll get there. So let me share with you the first thing you see here is it's just a simple spreadsheet. Literally, this will take you 60 seconds to put together. But whatever you use, if it is Google Sheets, Excel, whatever you want to use, create the bookkeeping spreadsheet. You can name it whatever you want. And then you can have these columns just very simple. So as you're going about your business, as you're going about your day, doing different tasks, you might need to go, let's say, to Michael's, and you might need to buy some products or buy some supplies to then create something that you're selling to a customer. So you can simply enter the date. You have, in this case, you do not have a customer unless you want to track this order by the customer that ordered it. The vendor is known as the person that you're giving the money to. So if you go to Michael's, then Michael's would be your vendor. you could put in the amount of the transaction, and then you can also have a note about what it was for. So you might say this was for supplies in the case of Michael's, or let's say that you had to drive and you had to put gas in your car in order to get to deliver something to a customer. You would maybe have a gasoline expense. Or maybe you traveled for a business conference, then that would be a travel expense. Now, of course, the spreadsheet, you can also use it to track your customer orders. So when your customer, let's say, buys services from you or they buy products from you, then you can put their name in here. The customer's name was this. I skipped the vendor column because it's not a vendor, it's somebody that's paying me, so they're a customer. What's the amount that they paid me, and then what was it for the service? So accounting software does track all of this. It absolutely does. But you can track it just as easily in a spreadsheet. Now here's the key to using the spreadsheet method, is I would pick a day of the week and a time every single week to do this activity. And if you're really small, it's going to take you 5 or 10 minutes maybe just to update this information. But you will be so happy when you keep this updated, because I'm going to urge you to take a look at these numbers at least on a monthly basis, if not a weekly basis when you're actually doing it, and just take a step away and say, okay, how am I doing? Does this make sense? You know, how much did I actually make on that customer order? And then what did I have to spend in order to deliver that? Or let's say you're a services business, you know, how much did that customer pay me? And then how much time did I spend doing that? Or how much did I pay a contractor to assist me in that project work? So if you have a spreadsheet, it just keeps you, like, it's right in front of you, and you can sit and you can analyze and you can take a look at those numbers and see, how am I doing? And that's really that second benefit that I was talking about. You certainly can do that same kind of analysis in the accounting software, but like I said before, only once you feel trained enough and only once you know where to go in the software to get you that information. So that's a spreadsheet method. Another thing that you can do is use a paper method. And I mentioned that I even use a paper method now. So even though I've been in business for a while and I do use QuickBooks as my accounting software, I still have, I will share with you, I still have a binder. And so I won't go into everything with my binder because this binder is like for my whole life, not just my business. But I do have a tab called Budget, and this is a place in my binder that I can flip to, and there are several things that I capture in this budgeting area. And one thing that I like to see very easily is my income and my expenses every month of the year. So I have a sheet of paper that just says 2022 or 2021, whatever year that it is, and I have these bubbles on it that I just put in the income for this month was this, the expenses for this month was this, and my profit was this. And so I'm able just to go to one place and easily see that information. Now again, can I go into QuickBooks or can I go into FreshBooks and find that? Yes, I can, but it's only after sitting at the computer, logging into the app, going to that report, even if I save the report, it's just a lot of clicks, and I like to be able to find that easily in my paper system. So you don't have to just use a paper system for sort of summary information. You could just simply have a sheet where you write out. It could be a blank piece of paper that you have put in a planner, but it can be this exact thing, this exact spreadsheet that's just on a piece of paper, and you're just writing out, what were my expenses? What were the deposits that I got? How much money did I make? And you can really see how your business is doing. And that, in essence, is really giving you the information you need to be a successful business owner. So one thing I want to add here is just a quick note about receipts. So we get questions a lot about receipts. What do I do with my receipts? Do I need to put them in a shoebox? Do I need to put them in a folder? What do I need? Do I even need receipts? Well, in the description below, I've given you the link to the IRS website, and there's a specific article where they talk to you about what you need to do about receipts. So this is obviously with the IRS being a US-based, this is for US-based businesses. And so you can read in there what it says essentially is, yeah, you need receipts, and you need to just keep them somewhere. It doesn't say that they have to be in your accounting software or they really have to be anywhere at all. They just need to be somewhere. And so we'll give you some more information, and some upcoming videos we'll be talking about receipts and some different ideas that we have about how you can manage, handling your receipts and keeping up with those. So I hope this video has been helpful, and I hope it's maybe helped you to not be so overwhelmed in thinking that you have this mountain of things that you have to set up for your accounting, because you really don't. What you want to do is just start with a system that you understand. And most of us know how to get a piece of paper and write that down or use a spreadsheet or something. But the idea here is that you have information that is accessible to you easily and is also easily understood. And don't allow the accounting software to be this hindrance or thing that confuses you. Yes, you will need to get there if your business, and hopefully it will, continue to grow. And then you'll start to see that the accounting software saves you a lot of time. But let's start here by doing a paper or Excel spreadsheet-based system, and you just start putting in that information, and then every month you can step away and you can take a look at your business. So one last thing as we end the video, I do have a link below to a handy bookkeeping checklist. If you need something that's easy to look at, that tells you what to do on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly basis for your business bookkeeping, click that link below, and we're excited to get that over to you. Thank you so much, and please leave a comment and subscribe. I would love to meet you on the Facebook world, and YouTube world, and also let us know about any other topics that you would love to hear about, because we are building that subject list right now for you. Thanks so much, and take care.